Another corner for Indonesia. Rani will deliver. 6 in the box for Indonesia. High ball delivered in, still bobbling around. Danger not over for Singapore, and it creeps in. Once more being undone by a set piece. As Kusumawati hangs a hammer blow here today. But they just couldn't clear their lines here, Singapore. Did really well there for Hana, stopping that one. But ultimately, just being unable to clear the ball, hurting the Lionesses. They were all lining up. A birthday goal for Singapore. As we have confirmation, it was Wanita who gave the Indonesians the lead. She's very highly thought of in this camp. There's Venetia. Lifts it forward. Might fall to Fahana. Brought the ball under control with a hand. The screen confirmation, no Rauda coming off for Stephanie Dominguez. Committed to that short ball now. Nice touch. Oh, great turn from Lila. Danelle now. Stopped in the tracks though by this red tide of the Indonesians. Has been a struggle for Singapore. They have fought hard though, it must be said. As the referee calls time on that first half. First half that has put Indonesia somehow try to conjure something up in these next 45 minutes. For Indonesia, they're sitting pretty. They played a competitive game. They haven't played a league match for a long time as we're underway here in the second half. Coach Stefanang, I'm sure he's tried to rally the troops in that halftime interval. The equation, as we've said, is very simple. If it stays like this, Indonesia will go through. A draw not good enough for Singapore either. They'll need to score 2 goals at least to push it to a penalty shootout. Adi Mustaqiana, the Indonesian captain, who starts a lot of these attacks. Almost plays as a libero. Tiadarti. Oh, nice turn there from Zara. And putting Fatin under pressure. Still going, Zara. And again, putting the Singaporeans under a ton of pressure, but they're better, much better from them. Venetia. And a great job of just sitting deep for Singapore. Dorcas. Oh, good touch from Stephanie Dominguez. The ball inside couldn't match that touch. But again, Venetia ever so well to win the ball back. Probably the player of the match thus far for Singapore, Venetia Lim. 17 years old. Holding her own against these Indonesians. Out wide now to Okta. Facing up to Shazwani. Zara. Ernie Sulastri. given the ball, or she's given a free kick away in a dangerous position, especially because need 2 goals. Rani now on the edge of the box. Stephanie Dominguez, clearance only as far as Zara. But again, Ernie Sulastri doing ever so well. Clean up for the Lionesses. Shot from way off from Helsha. She's really far out, but I guess this confidence now brimming in this Indonesian side. Who blazed it over the bar. Great touch there from Farhana. Danelle. Tough shift for her up front, Danelle Tan, but they'll get another goal here, Singapore. Farhana. Delilah. Space for the Indonesians. Great challenge. And again. Now Lila. Jazwani. Looking for Farhana. Farhana doing really well. Ernie hoofing it forward. Stephanie Dominguez brings it under control. She's gone out left in the second half. Stephanie Dominguez. Dorcas seems to have gone more central. As they play it in now. Turn and shot. Li Shen has come on. Along with Dania Kasima from GDT Circuit FC. Li Shen, 24 years old, plays for Police SA, winning her 29th cap here today. There's Noheatu battling it out with Li Shen, the 2 substitutes. Singapore can't fault the determination that has been shown, but at times just like that, at those crucial moments, whether it's concentration or just a lack of experience selling. Randa now coming forward for the Indonesians. Twisting, turning, clever there from Hidayu. And again, the Singaporeans struggling to clear their lines, which really has been the pattern of this game. We will get 2 minutes of added time here. Adi, the Indonesian captain. Swing it in. Trying to catch Kusumawati off a line, who knows, gotta get it down the pitch quick. Pressure being put on the Indonesian defense. It's resulting in a turnover. Farhana. And eventually the Indonesians clear. The need, as it looks likely, the Indonesia, and indeed they have qualified for the Asian Cup in this Group C qualifiers. You can see what it means to Zara, who really has been the standout player for this Indonesian side. And you can see there, Dorcas Chu, the emotions getting the better of her. She's run her heart out in this second half. Farhana as well, who was a big bright spot in this second half for Singapore. But ultimately, it is the Indonesians who have tasted victory here over the course of 2 games. Tough for these Lionesses to take, but it was in tough circumstances that they've gone over to Tajikistan, all the way to Dushanbe, to take on the Garuda Pertiwi. As you can see, Noor Hidayu, 17 years old. She made her debut and did really well in their first game. Coach Stefanung said it was the best debut he'd ever seen. Today as well, she's been very, very solid at the back, and she will learn from this, as will the rest of the Lionesses, who can hold their head up high here. As the Indonesians celebrate, they admittedly, you would say, were the better team over the course of the two games. And in the end, the difference was the defending at set pieces. Both goals conceded by Singapore coming from corners. So unfortunate. But at this level, mistakes get punished. But it will be something for the Lionesses to learn from. I'm sure a lot of positives to take from this. Both matches were competitive, only 1-0 each. As we await to hear from both coaches. As you can see, No Hidayu there, still overcome with emotion. But there's no shame from her, any of these Lionesses really, in trying circumstances to go this far, to put on that jersey, and they've definitely put in a good shift. You can't fault the effort. And they will come back stronger from this. But for Indonesia, what a result for them as well. Having last qualified in 1989. And they'll be going to India next year for the AFC Women's Cup. And it is a tournament as well that does have a lot of places up for grabs for World Cup qualification. 5 teams qualify to the World Cup directly from the Asian Cup. And there's still space for another 2 teams that will go into a playoff. So credit to the Indonesians over the course of these 2 games, having won 1-0 both times against the Singapore side. The jubilation for the Indonesians.